Welcome to the Hypeman podcast. This is Leroy or Leroy. Either way, it's your boy. Welcome to another episode of the Hypeman podcast. And today or this evening, wherever you are in this beautiful world, today we're going to talk about motivated to work, man. What I'm talking about for motivated to work is working on that assignment or project just doesn't motivate you, man. We've all done it. We've all had to do it, man. Those projects where it's like it's going well, and then there's just that one part of that project you're like, oh man, now I gotta do this. Like, oh man, okay. How am I gonna do it? Well, we're gonna get you hyped today for you to motivate you to get through that part of that project, man, or that assignment. First things first, man. First thing you need to do, man. Prioritize your projects. If that project that you don't want to do, that doesn't motivate you, I should say, not that you don't want to do, but doesn't motivate you, knock out all the ones that do motivate you. Knock them out first, man. Knock out to the easiest, to the most difficult. Knock the ones out that you know how to do right off the bat. But boom, knock them out in the day if you have to. Give yourself as much time as you need to focus on that project or that assignment that you know that's going to take you longer because you just don't have the motivation and the drive to do it. You know how to do it. You got all your stuff. You got all your research. It's just something about it that you just don't have that same enthusiasm, for the other ones. So, but yeah, knock out the stuff that you know how to knock out. That's not going to take you all week to do. Knock them all out. If it take you a day or two, so then you got 3-4 days for the week to get that assignment done that doesn't quite motivate you. You get that done, you have all your research, you got everything, all your ducks lined up in a row to get that project done, to get yourself motivated. You got your graphs, you got your charts, you got your notes, you got images. If you need images to also apply to that assignment, if you're doing a PowerPoint presentation or a presentation, you got all the stuff that you need. You just gotta take, like say for instance, let's just say you gotta take these visuals, right? All these visuals, these graphs, these charts of all various types, and then you gotta put it in the words, man. That's the toughest part, man. Putting visuals in the words. Just like, okay, where do I start? And visually, you gotta storyboard it, man. You gotta storyboard what you visually see. Break it all down to what you're gonna say, and put it down in the words. Start on the first storyboard or the first graph or chart. Put all the content together there. You don't even have to necessarily put it all down to where it's all laid out. Put it down in bullet points, man. It's like this graph and chart are these 4 or 5 things. Okay, I'm gonna go over to the next storyboard, which is the second part. The second part, what does it talk about? A, B, C, D, and you just follow that structure all the way down to where you got all your charts done. And then when you look at your bullet points on the one side, what you're going to be talking about, it's all laid out, man. It's all laid out. All you got to do is put in the content in between. And I know that could be difficult sometimes. It's like, okay, do I want to use, like, first of all, here we go. As they all say, who's your audience? You start with who your audience is, and then okay, I know what terminology I need to use when I'm writing this paper or this manuscript or this document or this report. I know who my audience already is, so I know the terminology that I need to use for this assignment or for this project or for this presentation. So I already got that out the way. So then that way you can go ahead and set the tone of the content that you're gonna put together. You put it all together, man. You line it all up, and then once you put it all in, you read it back, make sure that it all makes sense. Look at your storyboard as what it's showing visually, describing what it shows in the content that you have down. And then if it does, you already know, okay, cool. If the first one looks good, I just got to apply the way that you put it together in your mind, as long as what they see visually displays exactly what you're saying to them verbally, or what they're reading, you got it, man. You just use that same structure throughout each one. Just keep using that same structure throughout each of your bullet points or your sections, and then you'll be good to go, man. And that way you'll have plenty of time. You'll have 3 or 4 days to structure all that stuff out. And it's not like you gotta take the whole, 8 hours, man. You can just split, just split it up. Go, these 4 hours I'm gonna work on this half, and the second half of the day I'm gonna work on the next 4 or 5 sections, and then you just keep doing that each day, and just keep following that, and then by the end you're gonna be looking like, man, it took me a while. I really wasn't motivated, but I did a great job, man. It just took me a while. I just had to break it down. And then once you break it down and you put it all back together, you got a solid piece of work. And you're like, man, I did a pretty good job. So next time I'm not motivated for something that, assignment or task or project that was given to me, just follow those same rules. You'll be good to go, baby. All right, there's another episode to get you pumped, get you hyped to do those projects, assignments that just don't motivate you, but you need to get through it. And we're going to get through it together, man. Just follow those steps. Bullet point those bad boys, storyboard them, put them together, know your audience, and then you'll be all good, man. In a few days, you'll get that project knocked out, and then you can go on and do what you do normally on your normal day. So, excuse me on that. But, yep, so have a great day. Take your time. Use your days wisely. You be all right. You got this. Have a great day. And you got this.